real talk. I don't think there's realer talk in basketball right now than when Brandon Jennings is saying to Pat Beverley and back and forth.
The 10 and under club.
I mean,
that had me screaming.
Oh, yeah. God. I'm so thankful for, like, just whatever you call this new media, independent media, like you hearing it from the sources. It ain't got to get watered down. You ain't got to have a guy in a suit saying what you said. Give me extra spicy, ma'am. Like, he is literally saying, Pat Beverley, why are you trying to challenge me in basketball when we already played basketball and we saw how this went? And Pat Beverley was like, yeah, we saw how it went. My career, I've been on teams with you. I've been on teams before and started. Like, you act like I'm a bum. He's like, 10 and under club says you are not who you say you are. So I want to go to you first, Just Blaze, and tell me, what do you think of this whole back and forth and who going to win the battle if they ever get on the court?
So I think at this stage, Pat Beverley would win. Only because he still actively plays, and Brandon
win in basketball.
Right, if they were to play today,
what are you talking about? Because
I thought you were talking about the verbal basketball.
No.
Okay.
I think Brandon Jennings is a better player, but I think if they were to play today, Pat Beverley would win because he still actively plays. I just saw Brandon Jennings play some non-pro players, and they was giving him the business. And Beverly's a pro who's still playing. So right now,
he's in Israel, right?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. I think they Tel Aviv. I think
one of them.
We don't watch. We're not watching.
Aren't those the same guys though? Aren't those the same guys?
Who?
That he's playing? Is Pat Beverley playing?
Well, no, those
Israel?
are pros. It's a different. I mean, you are ex-pro athlete, right? So somebody who actively trains and plays that sport every day,
but he's playing
regardless
against
of
lesser
talent
talent over than
but he still actively trains every day. Let's say he wasn't playing, but he just goes on.
Yeah, two different conversations. You got caught in a split there because I know where Hatch is going. He's like, look, you training, so you probably better than BJ, but who you playing against might be them UCLA dudes down the street.
Like, UCLA.
It's some dudes that just be walking in at UCLA 6'8", and you be like, who this
but
dude?
But Brandon Jennings is not even playing.
Yeah, you know, that's
what I'm saying.
Like,
that's why I only say if they were to play today, I'm going to put my money on the guy who's currently active and in top shape.
Okay, but that's a little hypothetical even on your stance of I don't know what shape BJ is in.
No, I've watched him. You know, he's been playing one-on-one games on YouTube. So I seen him get cooked. He was playing with the.
Do you think you don't think he can play against Pat Bev?
No, I think he can. I'm just saying I think.
Have you seen Patrick Beverley like score points?
No, I said Brandon Jennings a better player. But I said that.
So you're talking about a one-on-one scenario.
I feel like I'm better than a lot of people. But if I haven't played in 6 months and I go and play against somebody who's been playing every single day for the past 6 months, he might get his ass. Yeah, I'm going to get mine, but he might get the best of me.
If you're a shooter, you're a shooter. Brandon Jennings is one of the best shooters.
Being in shape and actively playing makes a
big difference. But
one-on-one
is not being in shape.
That's what I'm saying.
One-on-one is a little more.
It is.
I got game.
Because when you got guys in the weight room every day and he walking you down that court and you're playing one-on-one, he's backing you down because you out of shape, you can't do nothing about that.
Pat Beverley,
he ain't backing nobody down.
He's much bigger than Brandon.
He's thicker. He ain't. Yeah, BJ is he's skinny.
Everybody who Jennings been talking trash against, the first thing out their mouth is, "Man, you too small."
Too small.
Every single one of them.
But those are dudes that are saying that.
Yeah, I mean,
Patrick Beverley's not a dude when it comes. No, I'm talking about when I say dude, I mean.
It ain't not everybody.
PB is not that type of.
Marcus Thornton said that to him, and he was okay, but he wasn't that guy.
All right, let's get back to the basis of what this is, which is really good. And thank you, Jake Paul, and the other, what's the other Paul name? Logan Paul. Thank you, Paul for bringing this whole exhibition spirit back to sports. Because the original, oh yeah, brother, like the Hulkamaniacs. Remember, like what was it, Rocky IV when Thunderlips came out there and gave Rocky the business. That was the first time I saw like exhibition. I know they had like Muhammad Ali and all them doing it as well. But now we're in an era where we can see former pros or still pro but not playing the NBA. Yeah. They talking that talk because they want to walk that walk, and there's money involved. Pat Bev, like, I put another $100K on this. I'm putting money down. Yeah. The trash talk element, the spirit of the competition that doesn't retire when you retire. You liking that, Richie?
I like the talk. Brandon Jennings didn't feel like he was talking about basketball to me. That felt ultra personal.
Isn't that the best trash talk or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
To Pat Beverley?
To Pat Beverley.
It got personal because Beverley sunned him on camera. He was like, "Let's put up 100,000," and everybody was saying Jennings looked scared.
And then
then it got personal.
And I saw Jennings' response to that.
Right.
And he looked genuinely hurt to me.
Maybe you don't have 100.
And so right, exactly.
The internet told him he was scared.
And I think that's what
that 100 rack. What you say?
That's and I think that's what he was trying to defend. Yeah. And I think it hit him in his manhood a bit, not about basketball, but about life and big bank take little bank.
Ooh.
And that's what I think the response was, because he kept talking about the 100. And he was like, and you know it's not even about that. And then he started talking about giving him clothes and stuff like that. Like he had done charity to Pat Bev and his family. I hooked your family up. I gave you clothes. You slept at my house. So that was a signal that whole thing was about the money part, not about basketball at all, but about Pat Beverley trying to punk him about being a man.
Well, here's where the internet turned on Jennings, because at first you could see it just looked like Jennings didn't have that $100 grand to put up, so he was backpedaling. But then Pat Bev said, all right, we ballers, right? Forget the money. Let's just play one-on-one. And then he's still back. He was like, well, you know, you didn't score 10. At that point, it's like, oh, now you just look scared.
Okay, can I be a public defendant? You ain't got to pay me much, Brandon Jennings, but let me defend your ass. There is a point in life where someone wants to challenge you, and everybody think it's a challenge, and you like, one, I don't think it is one, so I'm the one that has to sign off on it. But two, it's no win in it for me. Me beating, if I'm Brandon Jennings, who scored 55 before, right? If I beat Pat Beverley, there's going to be no win in it, because people going to say, you're supposed to.
I agree.
And then if he beats me, it's all upside for him.
It's a lose-lose.
So it's a lose-lose. And then on top of all of that, dog, who the fuck you? Like, I don't have to go, as soon as you say hello, I got to say hi. Like, I ain't got to jump to your every command. And I feel that way sometimes when people call me out, or I'm like, dog, I don't have to answer you. Like, no.
You're not on my level.
Yeah. And then they be like, oh, you scared? Oh, you don't want the smoke? Oh, I'm like, dog, I didn't live my life looking for smoke. You don't live long looking for smoke. And on top of that, I know what I can do, and I'm comfortable in what I've done. So is there no part of that?
No, if I'm Jennings, I'm not even playing him.
Okay.
I think he's not.
I'm on a different level.
Yeah, Pat Bev was never on Brandon Jennings' level. At no point. So if I'm him, like, I'm not.
Right.
You, no matter how much money.
But you know what,
I'm not
to the point of why Pat Bev is going to all this. Okay, I'm going to talk about you. Oh, I'm going to come at you harder. Oh, I'm going to offer money. I'll do whatever just to kind of
be in the conversation. And then Jennings just called him out on, I think it was yesterday. I saw the clip.
I saw that.
He's like, this is just what you do. You just want attention, because you jumping in everybody's conversation
pretty much.
when you're not even involved in it. So then I was like, okay.
You got to qualify.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to qualify, and sometimes you don't qualify. Like, I've been on both ends where I'm like, I would love to challenge him, and he probably like, man, please.
Get out of here.
And then
Young
vice
fella.
versa. Like, man. Right. I'm glad he said that. No one chooses football. Football chooses you. It's so crazy people still stuck in Patrick Mahomes in the offense. I'm like, do you see these numbers?
This is Marcellus Wiley on the rocks.